Well, I did include that topic at the end, the one that you sent.
Oh,
Hey, good morning. Welcome, everyone, to A Bold and Distant Future. We are soldiering on in the face of censorship and intimidation and, I guess, terror, some kind of terror being, fear being spread out across our country.
indeed.
But we need to talk. Everyone needs to talk about this stuff. Everyone should start a channel and be screaming about it because it seems like regular media is ignoring it and to a large degree,
Really,
Yeah.
right now, if you're listening, I want you to go to the window and I want you to throw it up and I want you to scream out, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore.
And better yet, get on the streets, make a sign, handmade. Don't let them say, oh, they were paid to carry those signs and look, they're all printed up by some company. No, make them yourself. Get out on the street, even if it's just you by yourself on the corner, and stand out there for an hour. We need someone in every corner of the country, on every street corner.
Wow. That's quite a call. I like that.
I do too, gosh. And then if you had every corner filled, even with a single lone person, that's making such a powerful statement. Because it's as though that person on the corner is representing all those on the block.
Yep,
Wow.
we do need that.
I'm going to start. I did not know about that guy's usurping pre-manufactured signs, right? So it has to be in our own handwriting, yeah.
Well,
They'll-
Trump said that as much. He said, oh, look, they're all carrying, pre-printed signs. So
Yeah.
when you go to the Free America Walkout on January 20th at 2 p.m., wherever you live, go to 5051 to find the location. Bring a handmade sign. Many, many protests took place after the horrible murder of Renee Good, sort of spontaneously the next weekend. But the ones that were planned for January 20th still stand. But thousands of people were in New York City and many other places around the country immediately.
Yeah. The walkout of those 6 prosecutors because they're going after her mate, I thought was spot on.
Exactly. That is so weird how they, of course, Trump and Vance and Kristi Noem have immediately come out and just sided with the shooter. This guy, what's his
Yeah.
name? Jonathan Ross.
And now they're reporting that he has internal bleeding from the incident. So maybe it's just a hemorrhoid, but it's still being legacy media is emphasizing it, growing out of all proportion. So
That raises an interesting question for me. Did you guys see actual contact between the car and him in
No.
that video?
I've not seen it at all.
No.
Me either. So where'd the internal bleeding come from? Probably his head.
Yeah.
It's scary out there, and I think the intimidation factor and the fear factor that they're putting into this population to some degree is resonating with many, many people who are afraid to go to a protest because they see these images in Minnesota, Speaking of Minnesota, is Scooter here?
Scooter's here.
Hey, Scooter.
Wow. New image.
Sure.
Yes,
Scooter.
it's from my trip to the east.
Excellent.
Scooter, it seems
East
like
Minneapolis in this case, but yeah.
it seems like you're at ground zero for what is happening in the United States of America right now. And I don't know if I'm doxing you or if you would rather us not say where you're from. But
There's a picture of me up in the left-hand corner.
well, I don't see it, so I don't think it'll be recorded. And if anything is up there, I'll take it down.
Scooter, did you hear Waltz's speech to the people of Minnesota?
No, fill me in.
Yeah, my wife just turned me on to it. It's really worth seeing. I just went to MN Governor Waltz and YouTube, and it popped right up first thing. I posted it on our feed, so you don't have to hunt for it.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Definitely worth listening to. He's really spot on with it.
Can you do a quick wrap on it?
Well, he talks about, right off the bat, he goes into the fact that this has gone far, far away from an immigration sweep. It's like people are going door to door asking neighbors if they'll turn in people of color in their neighborhood. And I'm like, really? I'm just like, give me Yellow Star, you know?
Hmm.
Anyway, and he goes on to talk about what's happening and encourages people. There's 4 things. I don't remember the 4 things, but one of them is to record what's happening because there will be a day of reckoning.
Hmm.
Okay.
My question is why are they going after Minnesota?
It's a blue state in the Twin Cities. I didn't know this until just a day or so ago. Have declared themselves as sanctuary cities. Now I'm getting this from their side. They had the border czar. I didn't know there was a border czar. I didn't know we had czars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Tom Homan?
Yes.
Yeah. What I've heard is that Minnesota has not declared itself a sanctuary city. It's the Trump administration has said they are. They've never called themselves that. That's what I heard.
Yeah, it's probable disinformation. What he said was interesting. He said, let us into your jails and we'll get off your street. At least that seemed to be what he was saying.
What does that mean? Let us get into your jails.
Well, I think this is being extended, not quite as a olive branch, but as a way to try to wiggle out of their current situation, which is, bad visuals.
Hmm.
By suggesting that ICE implant itself in the penal system in order to capture potential deportees. The underlying sentiment, although he didn't actually say this, is that the Gestapo tactics stop if we can get into your jails.
Oh, I see.
But, it's coming from someone I've never heard of who has been declared a border czar, which to my mind doesn't really sync with any offices within the administration. Nobody's got the name border czar written on a plaque on their door.
Yeah.
Who's that?
So,
It seems like
Yeah.
a term that the news media sort of latched onto, and I think they were calling Kamala Harris the border czar during the
really?
Biden administration. I believe so.
Hmm. Yeah, that's where the sarcasm reigned.
Yeah.
Well, this goes along with the storyline that Trump is feeding. Minnesotans certainly don't want convicted criminals and drug dealers and rapists on their streets. That's the storyline that he's putting out. That's what this is. They want everybody to believe they're out to get the bad guys. And of course,
Yeah.
we all know that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, it's evidently bullshit. I mean, the evidence against that is so powerful.
Hmm.
People are getting picked up going to the grocery store,
Yeah.
leaving their kids behind. There's a story about a 6-year-old kid who was left alone because his father went out to go grab some pizza.
Yeah, and Waltz, I think, pointed, if I remember right, he pointed out that a pregnant lady was picked up off the street, just like that thing. Wrong time of the year in Minnesota for you to have any kind of color to your skin at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of us manage it. Some of us are blessed with more melanin than others.
I was just going to say, I was looking at the top 10 states with the highest percentages of the immigrant population, and California's number 1. Texas is number 2.
Yeah.
Florida, number 3. New York, New Jersey. Illinois is number 6. Georgia, 7. Massachusetts, 8. Washington State, and Virginia. So Minnesota doesn't even land in the top 10. I think it's somewhere in the 20s or 15, 20, something like that. So I think it's because Tim Waltz, maybe they believe he poses some kind of political threat
I believe you're right on that.
because he ran with Kamala, but I don't think he's announced now he's not running again.
Wouldn't it?
I'd say he's a contender.
You would
for
say
2028.
you think he's still a contender?
I think he's still a contender. I don't think Newsom would carry the Midwest, but Waltz might.
I see. A Waltz Newsom ticket, something like that, or
Maybe something like that.
so maybe they are trying to discredit him that way.
Yeah, in a sense, it's all politics. And I'm convinced right now that Trump and I've always thought that they're distracting us, you know?
Indeed.
Yeah, still are. Yep.
But it didn't occur to me until last night that everything they're doing is a distraction from everything else they're doing.
Yeah.
There's like no real central thing that they're attempting to move everybody's, attention away,
hmm
except possibly for the impact of the big, beautiful bill,
Yeah.
That
which
and,
is coming.
that and the Epstein files. Notice how they slipped out of the news and they haven't been released?
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually might be true. That guy that got flipped off, the Ford worker,
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
you heard about that?
you bet.
Was yelling at Trump about his protection of pedophiles. At
Exactly.
which point, Trump turned in and flipped him off. One of ours, all of yours.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about that guy, as I pointed out before you got here, Scooter, is GoFundMe's have raised over $800,000 for that guy to pay his bills now.
Which guy?
The guy that yelled out pedophile protector.
Oh, okay, cool. Good for him.
So do we know
All right.
for a fact that this one of ours, all of yours, is a statement that has some Nazi origins? It's a horrible thing for her to put on her podium, but she did.
Yeah.
These are all statements that are coming either from the Homeland Security, social media, or the White House list of unhinged Democrat statements. This one will have our home again.
Yeah, with the horse rider and the drone overhead.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Takes me immediately to John Wayne and that whole rugged individual bullshit.
Yeah, which is just
the Marlboro Man, right?
complete marketing fabrication, just as the, Daughters of the Confederacy, the Noble Cause, all that bullshit.
You bet.
I heard, I don't remember where I saw the quote, though, from One Element of Ice saying, yes, we will have our pristine and clean beaches after 100 million people are removed. So it's not just the immigration. Now we're talking about cleansing of people of color.
Yeah.
Because the immigrant population is in the 40 million max. So the other 60 must be everyone else, all the others. So that's the plan.
Yeah, that was the number I saw. It was about 45 million immigrants are in our country. And, so who are those other 60 million? Is that us? Do you guys hear helicopters overhead? Are they,
Yeah.
are they,
think I do.
are they circling?
I just looked at Snopes. It says that we found no evidence confirming that the phrase "one of ours, all of yours" appearing on the lectern of Noam. What's her name?
No.
Christy
Christy Noem.
Christy Noem. Yeah.
Christy Noam.
Yeah.
Appearing. It would be fun if they got married. It'd be Christy Noam Chomsky. Originated verbatim in Nazi Germany. So Snopes checked it out. They say it didn't come from the Nazis.
Well,
This was an interesting article.
This was very interesting, and it gives me hope that we
That's
can...
what you said you needed. That's why I sent it.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Eddie, because it gave me hope. And it talks about how the governors of all the blue states are basically banding together and strategizing how to, using legal means, to block, Trump oppression, basically.
The thing that really struck me in that article also was the mention that some Republican governors are considering
Oh, good. Yeah.
the move. That, you talk about ramping up some hope.
hmm
Is this what we used to call states' rights? That it used to be
Yep.
a Republican thing. Like, hey, we've got state rights; we can do whatever we want. Now blue states are claiming states' rights.
It was a Dixiecrat thing before it was a Republican thing.
Yeah.
The article mentions that, Democrats are finally catching on to what the Republicans have been doing for years.
Yeah.
It's a good
Yes
article.
and no. I mean, there's certainly some. I mean, I would not call Bush a Confederate.
No.
Heck no.
So they believed in, a strong central state up until the last Bush, and even Trump, has sort of carried that forward. So I think it's ironic. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but I do think it's ironic that the left is now looking hard at decentralization. We're heading towards another Fort Sumter.
It says no, we're
Yeah.
not heading towards another.
Well,
what
we're not heading
what
towards another
was Fort Sumter? This is when we need our we need the Breeze back, our
Yeah.
American historian. He was a history guy.
That's the start of the Civil War.
Fort Sumter.
Fort Sumter
Okay, there we
was
go.
a federal facility off the coast of what was it? What town? Anybody know?
Charleston, South Carolina.
Charleston, South Carolina,
Yeah.
and the Confederates started firing on it.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
went to the island and took everybody prisoner, and then took them out to dinner. Southern hospitality. And that was the start of the Civil War.
Okay, I should know that.
I
Well,
didn't know
Go ahead.
the invitation to dinner part. Wow.
I didn't hear about that either. But I was going to say Newsom has refused extraction of a doctor who sent abortion pills to Louisiana.
I love that. Yeah.
I thought that was rock on, man. Just do it.
Yep.
Well, this is the best map I could find of blue and red states and some purple ones to maybe look at how this new America is going to play out.
Well, the thing that's interesting is that the red states and the blue states now have common cause.
Yeah. Very true.
They, diminish the federal government, which was the right-wing plan all along.
Roy, in the map, what do we interpret as the lighter shades of red or lighter shades of pale or blue?
I
The
don't-
weakening.
Those pinker ones, yeah, I guess they're
Yeah.
slightly less red,
Okay.
heading towards the blue, but I don't know what the paler blue ones mean, or the purple is purple. It's between red and blue.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe they're wild cards. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
I like the reference to whiter shade of pale.
Yeah.
But we control the West Coast. That means trade and all sorts of, ports and things are critical.
Well, following that blue line right up to the border of Canada from Mexico, you could
Yeah.
think about that as a new country that would immediately take out probably 25% of the U.S.'s capital.
Yeah. What I'm glad to see some breadth as well, with Nevada being a strong blue. And then hats off to New Mexico. My gosh.
Yeah.
Always standing proud, surrounded by red. But
I'm a little surprised about Arizona because so many people have migrated there as they want to get out of more expensive states on the West Coast.
I'm sure it's an urban-rural divide in Arizona.
Probably is.
And, the urban areas haven't really tipped the scale yet.
yeah, same as in Texas. Because once
Yeah.
scale is tipped in with the urban dominance, story's over. Population is so minimal in the rural areas in comparison to.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of
but
places.
they're a cantankerous bunch.
They sure are.
Well, the last part of the show, I went through and looked at political cartoons, which I haven't been looking at much. I used to get the Santa Cruz News. Remember the Santa Cruz News? Great paper.
What was the Santa Cruz News?
It was a newspaper that came out weekly, and it was all political cartoons.
Oh,
That's all-
really?
yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't know that it's still printed. Maybe it's got some digital thing happening now, but
Remember A West?
no. What was A West?
He was a cartoonist that showed up in some of the freebies that came out of that era. Make Epstein go away, exactly.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, there were some very scary stories, and the recent one I heard was about this fellow Sasha Riley. Have you been hearing little bits of this coming through? He's someone who testified apparently to the FBI about Trump's involvement in Epstein stuff.
No, is he
And
still alive?
he's still alive, and he has some horrific stories. If you Google Sasha Riley, I don't know, some people are discrediting him, some are jumping on the bandwagon, but it's pretty scary stuff, like basically about snuff films
Wow.
that our president was involved in.
Hmm.
Involved
so-
him.
Yes,
Whoa.
but it is very, very dark stuff, and I don't know how do you know what's true or what's fake anymore? It's almost impossible.
And clarifying again, the snuff film would be a pornographic film where someone is killed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were saying that Trump wasn't just a participant, he was like the ringleader of it. He was like, anyway, this is his testimony. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But look for that name,
Jesus.
Sasha Riley.
Hmm.
But again, I don't want to go down too much down a conspiratorial rabbit hole, you know?
And then the Clintons, of course, denying the subpoena to testify. And again, over some legal technicality instead of doing the right thing and clarifying. And again, that's just an attack the Democratic strategy by the Republicans. So take him down first. And so it's so painful to the left that they won't want to go further, but that's not what's going to happen at all. We've all known. Now it's just a matter of giving truth to the reality, or statement to the reality. Yeah, here it is, the 3-slice cake, 3-slice pie.
This is a great cartoon.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That is what it is.
Yeah, these are pretty dark times we're traveling through, but I think we all need to keep talking. We keep getting this out there in whatever way we can. Get to the streets on January 20th. I've heard you guys have there's an economic blackout or a walkout happening on the 23rd in Minnesota. Or is it what is it? It's a shutdown? Is that what they're calling for?
Yeah, there's a general strike being
A general
proposed.
strike. Thank you.
I don't know how far it's gotten. There's some people are throwing out a date in April for a major general strike, and I think that's probably going to coincide, although I don't absolutely know for a fact, with another No Kings.
Oh, great.
So, yeah, regardless, I do know they're planning a No Kings event, and I haven't seen a date yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we need to keep at it. I mean, that's
Yes.
the thing. If we don't keep at it and keep showing our displeasure, what do they say? Don't agree in advance.
Yes, don't
You know.
debate or agree in advance. Yeah.
Right. We have to keep saying, no, this isn't happening. And
Yeah.
so thank you guys for being here to sort through the week's topics and look at what's going on in some way. Make sense of it. I always feel better talking to you guys, and I really appreciate you being here at A Bold and Distant Future. Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All
Get
right.
on the app and check out that speech from Waltz.
Yeah.
I'm going
will.
to do that right now.
I will too.
And then I'm also going to check out Sasha Riley.
Yeah, I got
Sasha.
it written down too.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
There's Russian, Irish.
He's an American
interesting
who
name.
served in the U.S. military. Check him out.
Ooh.
All right. Hey, take care, guys. Have a good day.
Adios.
All right. Bye.
Ciao.